So Miami's about halfway, 2/3 of the way through spring sessions in Miami, making their way through to the spring game. So you just let me know a few minutes ago. It's caught wildfire on social media, and a lot of response, a lot of reaction, a lot of overreaction, I'm sure, to Mario Cristobal basically shutting down practice, saying, I've had enough. I've seen enough for today. We better come back with more tomorrow. And you can fill in the blanks from there.
Well, actually, Mark, he didn't shut her down as in not start her back up. He shut it down, pulled everybody in, lit that fire up, and I'll take some steps back. Let's backtrack here. Let's discuss. A lot of people believe that we in the media, not just me in particular, we all of us spend too much time bashing Coach Manny Diaz. No problem. So we'll go back before that. Coach Mark Richt. Coach Mark Richt had the same situation happen about 6 years ago, where he stopped practice, sent everybody to the locker room, and had them go through warm-ups, walkthroughs all over again because he didn't like how practice was. Now, multiple people can take that in different ways. I choose to look at it in a positive light, because what you never want to do is allow mediocrity into your program. And you have to stop it and cut it at its head every time that you see it happen. What I also like about what Coach Rick did today, Coach Cristobal did today, was he talked to the coaches. He talked to the adults in the room. And his energy towards them is, how did it get to this point? What did we do wrong that it allowed to go from warm-ups and walkthroughs all the way to 11 on 11 for me to see this? Why was it not fixed there? He's not cursing out there, swearing and flipping tables at the young men, just at the young men. He's talking to the adults in the room. What's going on here? And letting them know from Front Street, this is not the kind of practice that we're going to allow. There's a high level of intensity and physicality and attention to detail that is required to be on Green Tree practice field. And a lot of people do this. He showed it today. He showed that it's not allowed. It's not about kicking young men out. It's not about pulling scholarships. It's not about telling young men to hit the transfer portal. The biggest thing is being able to help fix and work with these young men, man. That's the biggest thing, is working with them and being able to allow them to not be a lesser version of themselves, and not let these coaches be a lesser version of themselves. And Mark, the other thing about this is, we're out in the honeymoon stage. For the long time, it's nice, it's cool. We put away the chains, we put away the rings. Coach Cristobal is our guy. He's really cool. All these other coaches he brought in are really nice. They're cool guys. What happens when that intensity was turned up? And instead of folding, these young men responded. And the reason why I could tell he responded, Mark, is when he got in front of the camera and in front of that presser, there was nothing but positivity. He wasn't angry. He wasn't pointing fingers at anyone. He wasn't blaming anyone. He just explained what happened and moved on. What that showed me was that these coaches and that these players responded well, because our head coach was able to just go on with practice. Hey, it's behind us now. Let's never allow that to ever happen again, and let's move on, because we're on a time schedule here. As opposed to a drag into the presser and he walks in with a tight lip and he's angry and he's short with people and cutting people off and being mean to the media. Nope. That's what happened with Mark Richt. His presser was very, very short. It was very negative. He was very angry. And that is what the narrative that the media ran with. And to be able to compare the two parallel 6 years apart at the same time, spring ball, it shows that Coach Cristobal has these young men's hearts and he has these young men's minds, because they were able to respond to him losing it and going off on everybody in the respectful manner. And that's doing what he's asking us to do. And it's not just listening to how he's saying it. Listen to what he's saying. Okay. And it's a great positive thing. Again, I know so many people can switch and turn that different ways. And maybe even when this is cropped up, the title will be Miami Practice Negative. No. It was a moment where some young men kind of leaned back into getting comfortable. And what you never want to allow with college football athletes is comfortability. So instead of putting you down on second team or third team, no. I'm not waiting till next practice. We're pulling this in and we're getting it right now. You all are not giving what is required to be here. And that's important.